Okay. Obviously excited to get back here in Kroger Field at night game, and hopefully we'll have great energy and excitement. We need it. We need to bounce back as a football team. I like the response our team has given all week. Um, they've done, some good things, and we have a lot of pride in our program. Didn't like the effort we gave a week ago in any area, and we're looking to bounce back against a very good Missouri team. And it's always a close game with Missouri. It always seems to be another one of these typical SEC games that's very physical, that comes down to a few plays here and there. And so, we're looking to play a heck of a lot better than we did last week.
You said it's always been a close game. What has to be the edge this week?
Well, I think both teams will tell you. Anytime you look at the obvious things, turnovers and big things like that. But for us, it's just getting back to having great discipline. I didn't really like the discipline we played with a week ago, with penalties at critical moments. We got to get back to playing, having that edge and having an attitude, but having the discipline that it takes and proper execution. It just comes down to playing good football. And we did that two weeks ago, for long stretches. And this past week we didn't do it very good. And the game got away from us very quickly. So we've got to play a complete game and really concentrate on the little things and the details.
Coach, after a tough loss like last Saturday, how do you think your team responded throughout practice this week?
I like the way we responded. I really do. Our team, like I said, these players, I love them. They play with a lot of pride. They care about how we play and how we play as a team and a unit. And we're moved on past that game, and I like where we're at right now and looking forward to this challenge.
Without giving too much away, do you feel like you guys are pretty healthy heading into this weekend?
We're decently healthy for this time of year. I think a lot of people are getting beat up, and it's the nature of the business at this point in time, so we'll deal with it.
Missouri has a really good kicker who's made some clutch kicks
Yeah.
and some long kicks. As a head coach on the other sideline, does that ever affect your strategy? Do you have to take that into play that, hey, they've got a weapon as a field goal kicker?
It certainly does in critical moments, like if you're talking about 2 minute or the end of the game or things like that. It seems like he could knock it in from anywhere within reason, and so I think that does play into it. You have to be prepared for that should it come down to a field goal game. And like I said, we always seem to have a lot of close games, so it certainly can. But they really have a complete team. The way they're throwing the ball, and offensively they're clicking on all cylinders. They have dynamic wide receivers, and defensively it's a typical Missouri defense. They always seem to play extremely hard. And any time you put on a film and you watch a team with disruptors and playing that hard, you have a chance to win any game. That's why they're sitting there at 5-1 they had a great shot to be sitting here at undefeated, and so they're playing really good.
Get the sense it could be two teams kind of feeling the same way, not on the lines.
I think I think both of us, I think we understand the importance of it. When you're sitting there playing a team that you're familiar with on your side of the division, we play them all the time, always very close games, and we're sitting there with identical records. It's obviously an important game.
Just how big do you think this game will be in defining the rest of your season?
I can't go there. You could say that, I can't. You know what I mean? That's not. It's an important game, and you'll hear me say that the next game too, win or lose.
One question about Devin. Do you feel like he's seeing things clearly? Is he seeing things develop? It's just for whatever reason he and the receivers sometimes aren't on the same page or missing throws, or are there problems with regressions, I guess is what I'm asking.
No, I think things are there. I really do. I think, and I firmly believe, and so does our team, that we will put it together at some point in time. And get all on the same page. It's not all on Devin. And watching the film and doing things, again, in every game you've seen it, and we've all seen it, some amazing throws. But we can't have a protection issue here, a penalty there, a drop pass, and then a missed throw. You put it all together, and it's not good, as a unit. It's not all on him. And we've all seen that. we've seen a protection problem. We've seen drops in critical moments. Well, that doesn't give confidence to the unit. And so I've seen us execute at a higher level here this week.
You guys are both coming off an SEC loss. You're both kind of humble coming into this game. Do you think that changes things at all? Like, do you think it would have been a different story had Missouri been coming off a win?
No, I mean, I don't. I mean, I don't get into the hypotheticals. It didn't. It is what it is. So I have no clue what it would have looked like. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
This could be.
You're new at covering me. I don't do hypotheticals. They knew what was coming. I'm not big on hypothetical situations.
This might be another.
Yeah.
You could run into some inclement weather for the first time.
Yeah, well, that's not a hypothetical. That's a reality, you know. So that, you know, you do have to be ready for that. I mean, it's going to be the same for both sides. You know, if we're playing in rain or wind, it is what it is, and you know, we can't prepare for that today. You know what I mean? Outside of a wet ball here or there, and you know, we've had some practices in some rain, but you know, we'll just have to deal with it.
Mark, I don't know if maybe enough has been made of this, but you know, Alex is one of only 13 kickers in the country that hasn't missed a field goal yet. Like, how big of a weapon has he been for you guys this year?
Well, he's been very consistent, you know, without missing. And you know, I really like where he's at. He's always very level-headed. He's always been that way since he's been here. Just, you know, his operation all the time in practice. It's nice and smooth, and we want to keep it that way. You know, we haven't talked about it much, so let's not talk about it. You know what I mean? So let's keep it that way.